3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to Not Your Type, a channel all about me and type 1 diabetes. I am so excited to finally get this channel going. I have so many ideas, and whether you're a type 1 diabetic or not, I'm so excited to have you here. My name is Alyssa and I am a type 1 diabetic. My 10-year anniversary was in August of this year, which is crazy to think I've had this for 10 years now. But my hopes with this channel is to share a little more about my journey, hopefully elevate some others' journeys, and just educate others about type 1 diabetes. To get things rolling on this channel, I want to start with something very personal to me, and that is my diagnosis story. I want to share this with you all to get to know me a little better, but also to give some insight into my 10-year journey and where it all started. This is so unique to everyone going through type 1 diabetes, and I think it's super important to share my story as well as others' diagnosis stories. So, let's get started. My story starts on August 22nd, 2011, when I was in my first week of middle school as a 6th grader, and I was driving my parents absolutely crazy. I didn't have some of the traditional symptoms of type 1 diabetes other than excessive hunger and thirst, but I had crazy mood swings that my parents just kind of lumped all together into being puberty. We were really fortunate to catch my diagnosis early, so I didn't see all of the symptoms that you traditionally see with people diagnosed with diabetes. But we were still cautious because my dad has had diabetes since he was 13 years old. After about a week of driving my parents crazy, I woke up with a terrible stomachache in the middle of the night and told my mom that I wasn't feeling well. She then, out of nowhere, said, "Let's check your blood sugar." I didn't really know why I was doing it, and my mom even admits that she didn't know why she asked, but she was just a little concerned, so we checked my blood sugar, and it was over 200, which is not normal. The normal range for someone who doesn't have diabetes is about 80 to 120. So to be at 200 was definitely alarming, and we contacted my pediatrician the next morning to just figure out what was going on. Now, at this point, I was getting a little scared because even though I didn't know what type 1 diabetes was, I knew that I didn't want to have it. So I was hopeful that the doctor would find that I didn't have diabetes, I was just sick, and my blood sugar was a fluke. But unfortunately, that is not what happened. That next morning when we went to the pediatrician, they ended up finding ketones in my urine, which meant I had to go to the Iowa City Children's Hospital for 3 days to be treated for type 1 diabetes. From that point on, honestly, everything seemed like a blur. I don't remember the trip there, and the 3 days went by so incredibly fast. I was just trying to soak up as much information as I could because this was affecting my entire life. I had to change my whole lifestyle at 11 years old. When I was there, I learned what it meant to check my blood sugar, what good blood sugar readings are. I learned how to give myself a shot, how to dial up insulin, what insulin even was. I learned so much in just a short 3 days. But my life truly was changed forever at that point. I was taking care of myself, not because I wanted to, but because I had to. And that's kind of a scary realization for a 6th grader. I am forever grateful for the team at the Iowa Children's Hospital for helping me learn how to be the best type 1 diabetic I can be. It makes me emotional to think about all the people there that were trying to make me feel as comfortable as possible and truly make me confident in the life that I would be leading once I left the hospital. So thank you to the team that helped me and to the team that continuously helps other new diabetics in Iowa City. We appreciate you so much and your work does not go unnoticed. Once I left the hospital though was when it really started to feel real and it started to get even scarier. I vividly remember the car ride home when I was crying to my mom because I didn't know how kids at school were going to react. I didn't know if I could handle this on my own. I didn't know what the future looked like for me, and it was terrifying. But I'm grateful that everyone seemed very supportive. My teachers understood that this was such a transitionary time for me and were really supportive of the whole thing. I had incredible school nurses all throughout my education, and joining JDRF was an incredible and pivotal moment in my diagnosis because I found a community and a family that was all going through the same thing and truly understood. I'm so grateful that my dad has diabetes, so he was able to work through this with me and we still are living through it together. The rest of my family has been so supportive of all my endeavors, and I truly feel like if it weren't for my diagnosis, I wouldn't be the strong person that I am today. I really wouldn't wish this on anyone, but I'm so grateful for the lessons that I've learned, who have made me the person I am today. My diagnosis story was just the beginning, and I can't wait to share more of my journey with you all, the ups, the downs, the highs and the lows, and hear your stories as well. I can't wait to see the potential this channel has and get some more of my ideas out there for you all. But until then, bye!